Okay, in part one, we covered a little bit of your background. We even got into your knowledge of the industry and everything.
Yep.
I want to go back a little bit more into your background. When do you remember, either you first fell in love with music, or that when was it that you decided, you know what, I want to give this a shot?
It was. I've always loved music. I think, before I spoke a word, I sang a word or something. But music's always been in me. My family, my dad was a drummer for a long time. And my mom has, I get my voice from my mom. My mom has a killer voice.
You do have this is my first time experiencing you singing, and you do have a very powerful voice.
Thank you very much. I guess the first time that I actually sang, in front of people, was about 10 years ago.
Okay.
And
nerves were up, or just were you relaxed?
My family and we surprised my mom with a Mother's Day cruise. And
nice.
We were on the ship. I was bored one night, so I'm like, all right, I'm just gonna walk around the ship, try to find something to do. And went into the bar where they're doing karaoke. I say, I'm like, all right. So the first night I just went and just watched everybody and took it all in, and then as it went along and day after day I just went back, and finally I got up there and I sang a song, and I was like, I was as stiff as a board. I was nervous as all get out. And
up until January of 2012, I had a severe case of stage phobia where you wouldn't get me this side of it, not a problem. That's like, no way. So yeah, I'm sure a lot of people can relate to that.
Yeah, you know what? I was up there and I was like that. I finally just loosened up. I had fun, I came back and I found a local karaoke bar up in where I went to college and started singing there, and I've back home during the summer I found a karaoke bar and I started singing there, and I just love just getting out on stage, up and performing.
Okay.
I just love singing, and I guess it's just the last 10 years, it's just like I wake up in the morning, the first thing I think about, besides my fiance, is singing.
Okay, and congratulations on engagement in your upcoming wedding.
And when I go to sleep at night, I kiss my fiance goodnight, and
music's on your mind.
Music's on the mind. I keep a notepad on my nightstand drawer in case a lyric pops into my head at 4 o'clock in the morning.
A lot of musicians, even a lot of the major, the ones that quote unquote made it. That's the way
everybody starts.
Yeah.
Songwriting and just just getting your putting your thoughts to music. And that's what country music is. It's putting everybody thoughts. It doesn't matter if you're.
It's everyday life.
It doesn't matter race. Anything like that. None of that comes in. Country music will cover it all. That's life right there.
Yeah.
You can put your feelings into a song.
It's like how rap music started about it's like country music's the rural version. Rap music started as the inner city version of the same basic, this is what life is really like.
That's right.
Absolutely. Now you have a few things to brag about, and this is, part of an interview is your chance to really, brag about what you've accomplished, because, and I don't care whether it's, a job promotion, or guess what, I just got signed to a major record deal, or I'm in the Guggenheim. People have a right to brag about their accomplishments. In the past year, you've accomplished a few things, quite a few major accomplishments so far.
We have. We're starting to get, and this goes back to working with my producer and everything like that. We're starting to get a lot of attention. The guys and I we're starting to get, we're playing fairs, and we're also playing the bars and stuff like that, but we're playing a lot of fairs, and we're getting some recognition. We're playing Pocono Raceway in 2 weeks on race weekend.
That's a big deal.
That's 10,000 people that
might not have even heard about you.
Exactly. And with the new record getting ready to be released and stuff like that, it's a way to get my name, the band. It's a way for us to get ourselves out.
Yeah.
And I'm damn proud of everything that, you know, in the last year that we've done.
You have a right to be.
You know,
I've seen your posts on Facebook. It was a hard fought battle.
It was. It absolutely was. You know, there's some great musicians in this area, in the Northeast Pennsylvania area, whether it's the Lehigh Valley, the Poconos, up in, you know, Scranton, Wilkes-Barre, Hazleton. There's some
all the small towns surrounding them.
Absolutely. There are a lot of diamond in the roughs out there that, you know.
Yep.
People that want to get out, and the same thing with me. I don't care about the money. You know. I always see something on Facebook where you go to a musician, you know, make $50 for a night, get there in a $500 car with $5,000 worth of gear.
Yep, I've seen that. One of the members of Psych posts that a lot. Yeah.
Yep. And it's like, it's the exact truth.
Yeah.
You know, up here, we're not making a killing. You know, playing in the bars. We're out there because we love playing music, and that's the step. That's the key. If you don't love what you're doing up on that stage, it's gonna show when you're
just post your videos on YouTube, get a lot of likes, and pray that somebody notices you. Basically, am I right?
That's it. You know, go out, have your fun, take some videos, post them online. You know, whatever happens, happens. As long as I can get out there with the guys and we can play, you know, music for a couple hours a night and watch people have a good time, forget about everyday worries, and just, you know, have a few drinks and just get away.
Yeah.
Get away in their own town. You know? Just, if that's what we can do, then we're doing things right.
Okay. Now, one thing I do want to mention that I've actually taken some video clips when I think about it of like bands setting up or tearing down where, okay, you know, people think, all right, well, you're getting paid to do that show. No, it's not just the show that it's the gas, it's the rehearsal time. So when you break it down for what you get paid for, whether it's at a small dive bar or music fest,
we spend more than we make.
Yeah.
No doubt about it. Like I said, we're in it for the love of the music. And the love of getting out there on stage. It ain't for the dime. It ain't for the dime.
Yeah. It's for the love of it.
It's exactly it.
Now, I want to wind this out. I told you my last question already, you know, that every artist, every author, everybody, because there's always some different advice for people, you know, and you know what it's like. I know what it's like being, going through the first year with my magazine where there are times where, is it worth it? You know, screw it, I'm done, I'm tired, I'm burnt out, whatever.
Yep.
But advice to other musicians and even artists out there, no matter what they do, writers, etc., or even people who have a small business or want to start one up, because this is bottom line is part of this is a business.
Absolutely.
You have to constantly be out there marketing yourself, so you actually have to know, you know, it's fun, but there's also the business aspect.
Sure.
Advice to people out there.
You know, I think it's exactly like you said. You're gonna have the highs, you're gonna have the lows. The music business, like anything that you do, it's a roller coaster ride, and you got to be able to, you know, to take the dips as well as you can take the, you know, the highs. You know? Are there times where I've personally said, to hell with it, you know, let's just, you know, wrap it up and call it a day? Absolutely I have. But you know what?
There's always somebody there that says, guess what, you can't, right?
You're always going to have your doubters.
Yeah.
Always going to have your doubters.
Yeah.
But you know what? I actually take that as motivation.
Yep.
Because you can doubt me all the heck you want. And the one thing I love to do is tell my doubters, screw you. You know what? You don't think I'm going to be able to do it. I'm going to come back. You know, I'm going
to piss you off.
You know.
Yeah, basically, I'm going to prove you wrong and piss you off.
That's the easiest way to say it.
Yep.
You doubted me. Time for me to show you. You doubted the wrong guy.
Yeah.
You know what? I have a great team surrounding me, from the guys in the band to my family.
Oh, I could tell the way they were shouting to you, you know, when you were on stage. The family, I could tell, is behind you 100%.
You know, my family, you know, the fans, my band, my team, you know, my production team, my, you know, everybody that works hard for me and supports me. you know what? It ain't for my doubters. You know what?
It's for them.
It's for them.
And yourself.
And for myself.
Yeah.
You know what? You can doubt me all the way. I don't care. You know, I'm more in it for, you know what? All these people that are here today that came to support me, he drove an hour at least to come down to the show. You know, that's who it's for.
Yeah.
You know what? And it's for the great fans that, you know, that come here and to the shows and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And for the new fans that you make. And it's for all that. It's not for the people that say, well, you're never going to make it.
Yeah.
You know what? In this business, if you make it, not only are you good, but you got some luck.
Yeah.
You know, am I in it to make it? Oh, yeah. You know, am I going to say I wouldn't love to be, you know, touring nationally with as a headline act, you know, with a major production show and everything on, you know, behind me, you know, 50 guys on my crew. Would I be lying if I said I didn't want that? Anybody that ever sings into a microphone or straps on a guitar or sits behind a drum kit, if they tell you no, they're lying to your face. You know, but at the same time, it's not all of it.
Yeah.
It's, like I said earlier, it's about the people that come to support you, that have a good time at your shows, that, you know, are always there in the darkest of times to the highest of highs.
Yeah. In the darkest times, kick you in the ass when you need it and say, hey, you know, yeah.
You know, I'll never forget, I posted something on Facebook where I said a couple months ago, where I was just, you know, I was in a funk. I ain't gonna lie.
Everybody gets there. It's being human.
You know what? The hell of it.
Yeah.
And then my fiance and my family and my best friend, they all sent me a message and they said, you ever post crap like that again?
I apologize for laughing, but
you know,
I've had people tell me this.
I read it and I freaking laughed my ass off.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. And then I sat down and I started thinking, and I'm like, they're right. They're absolutely right. You know what? So going back to the question, and I know I went on a little bit of a tangent.
It helped explain everything. It gave, when you went on that tangent, it gave people more advice.
The best advice that I can give, love what you do. Love what you do. If you don't love it, it's going to show. You know, do it for you, but also do it for the people that support you. And
laugh your ass off at the critics.
That's exactly
basically.
That's exactly right. But use those critics as your motivation.
Right.
Like, don't let them say you'll never make it to this. You know what? Give it your damn all to, you know, come back and turn around and say,
and
I'm going to.
Sometimes, like, even in the, especially in the reviews, you know, the reviews you get from the media, sometimes this is from my own experience as being the founder of a magazine, where I've had bands tell me, hey, look, you provide, you know, your construct, the way you do the review, you know what, we never would have thought about this, or, you know, about this aspect. And so sometimes you can actually realize, okay, well, oh damn, I didn't realize we were getting kind of in a rut right here. So sometimes, you know, that critique you can use to actually expand, you know, evolve also.
Absolutely.
You know,
absolutely.
Now, when they just flat out say you suck, that's when you just ignore it. But if they give you reasons, you know, you can use that hopefully to evolve and expand.
Absolutely.
So we're not all that bad.
No, everything you take is, you know, you learn from everything you do.
Yeah.
You know, you even learn from mistakes.
That's life. That's life.
That's life. And that is country music.
Okay, well, thank you very much for your time. So here's your chance. You know, here's a chance to give the feedback. How do you like the interview and the style and everything? How'd you like it?
I love it. I love it. It's very laid back. It's just very open. You know, just two guys talking with a camera in between. I love it.
Good.
It's one of my more fun interviews that I've done so far.
Okay, good. This way, you know, it's like the readers aren't thinking, okay, well, when the camera gets turned off, oh, wow, what the hell? I hated that, you know? So it's like, you know, but, you know, this way, anybody who's listening to this, you know, knows, well, guess what? I guess they really did enjoy that. So,
absolutely.
But thank you very much for your time. Enjoy Mayfair. Grab a couple beers. I highly suggest the food here. When I turn off the camera, if you like sauerkraut dogs, I'll give you an excellent reference.
That works.